I don't know why I had this inspiration to do this video very spontaneously. I just wanted to talk a little bit about fear and the context of fear in the society we live in. Just that I feel that so many people are overcome by fear, myself included. Fear regarding the future, what will happen, and it's like this fear is so deeply embedded inside of us that no matter what we do, we just, I don't know, it lives inside of us, and we kind of live off this fear. It's like our motives, a lot of our motivations and the things that we do are based off this fear of being perfect, of having a plan for apps for everything that you do in life. And it's like there is also this productivity mindset, which kind of categorizes your actions into useful and not useful, depending on if they fit into your plan for the future. And, over time, I realized this is such a stupid idea, categorizing the things that you can really love and you can feed off thanks to the love that they bring you based on the productivity and on some insane ideas which don't really match even what's going on in the society today. I feel there is so much meaninglessness right now, and all of us are trying to, in some way, find their way in a world where we are surrounded by meaninglessness, and everything that we do, or many of us do the things we do not because we love them, because we enjoy them, but because we want to, I don't know, we want to survive through them, which is so paradoxical because most of us have everything that they really need. We have sufficient amounts of everything, like many people, of course. In different parts of the world it's not the same, but I'm talking about the Western society. We have the material things that we need, and it's like, what are we fighting for? Even it's like we're fighting with ourselves, and yes, we're overcome by fear. We are always in constant competition with each other, especially, I don't know, in higher circles of society. You are in this constant competition for something, and the point is just, I don't know, it's like it's so weird trying to, people around me talking about jobs, and this fear of not finding a job, and this fear of anything. And I just, I guess you've felt it, you've sensed it. It's kind of what's reflected on an individual level from all the political stuff going on in society, on a larger scale, let's say. So all this is reflected on an individual level through fear, through inability to think, through the inability to take action, through, you know hiding and following other people. And it's not like I'm blaming anyone, because I've done this for such a long time without even realizing I had this chronic anxiety, which wouldn't allow me to take, like, to think in a way, or have fear of expressing myself dependently, hide what I actually like doing for fun because it's different from what's accepted in society. And I think that social media is something amazing that can give you so many opportunities. But me not having it, like, since I erased it, it literally saved my life and helped me see that there is another way to live. To not follow other people. How can I think without a model? How can I think without following anyone? And it's really hard in the beginning to realize that your skills and abilities are something that should depend on you, and on your critical thinking, on your way of perceiving the world, how you want to see life. And I know it sounds very deep and philosophical, but if you read me, thanks to books, also I was able to see that there must be other ways of living. Like, you cannot always live in anxiety of of this or that, and if something not it doesn't go right, then your world is out, and you have these heartbeats all the time, these panics because of something which is crazy, which we install in ourselves. And so it was critical thinking that allowed me to realize that's so stupid. Like, that's not normal. That shouldn't be normal. I cannot not live without being able to think for myself, take decisions for myself, have a personal view, and be able to live my life without following a specific model. And in the beginning, it's really difficult kind of to disattach from this mass of, I don't know, from this crowd, because you feel like you're alone. It feels like you're alone. But the more you kind of grow into this loneliness, the more you realize that that's what you really want. Like, you want to be on your own in a way, not on your own that you don't interact with other people, but on your own that you are a critical thinker, that you decide for yourself, that you take your own decisions, and they are not based on family models or society models or, I don't know, fear mostly, because it's through fear that all those models start acting upon us. And getting off social media for some, I don't know, I've been off for like 2 years now, 2 years and a half, maybe, I don't know, something like this. Just helped me. It opened my world. I don't. It helped me see that I can build my reality. It doesn't have to be built off of something that's not, of something that just projected on me, and that I have just accepted without criticizing me, criticizing it. That I can create myself in the way that I want to create myself. And I'm not saying that it's easy. It's very hard, and I'm not even halfway there. I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's halfway or not. It's just that I'm on the way of just understanding what that means even better for me. I just want to say that it is possible to live without a model, and it is possible to live without a model in a big city. It's not like I'm living in a village isolated from anyone. No, I have interactions with people every single day. um, I have to study, I have to work, and so I have to interact with people. And even in these circumstances, it is possible to disattach yourself from um, all of this. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of overcoming of fear. And I want to tell you that in, like, doing this also requires understanding the fears in a way, the fears that you have been carrying for such a long time. It requires, um, yeah, understanding what you're running away from, because the only way to overcome it is really understand it. But most importantly is that you become the person that I don't know. You start actually loving yourself. You understand actually what loving yourself means, because you are deciding for yourself. You're a critical thinker who starts building their life off of their own views. And yes, at first you don't even know what your views are. It's like the first time you disattach yourself in such a way from all the social models which you have been following until now. You don't know who you really are. What is your critical point of view that you want to base your beliefs off of? You don't know what your beliefs are. You don't know what your values are. You feel totally lost. At least I did. Mm, when the first time I disattached in such a drastic way from everything going on. But it really, I don't know. It gives you a center, and all the dramas that happen in the world, of course you see them, but now with much more empathy. You feel so much more human in relation to them. It's like before, I didn't want to have anything in common with everything going on in the world that's negative. I wanted to run away from it. I wanted to just focus on the things that I have chosen, uh, or the things that I have categorized as productive and good for my future, and that's it. And now you can relate to people. You can relate to, even as a loner. Like, I'm not saying that you have to be part of a community to do that, but you can still see people's stories and feel them much more, you can relate to them, you can, I don't know, you can cry for them. You know, it's like the feelings you have in books, and it's not fiction, it's real life. It just, you need to find your way to think in a different way. You know, you need to find your way into disattaching from all of this, I don't know, influences and distractions which are constantly taking away the focus and putting into something that you don't want to believe in, you don't want to be interested in. It's really funny when you get to that point when you're like you disattach. And I went through a phase in which like I was like, why do I care about this? Like, I don't want to be a person who cares about this. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share, and I had this inspiration to do this. So, mm, yeah. I don't know if I don't I know it's a very hard process, and it's like it's so difficult to concentrate and to really give focus on the things that you want without being distracted by other people and by expectations. But it's possible, and it saved my life.